Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1965 Smith Corona Sterling vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Very nice condition, excellent condition machine. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. This is the left margin. I'm just going to put that on 0, right margin 80, 85, and this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch back. It skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to the red indicator, prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil. For copying purposes, when you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Excellent condition typewriter all the way around, cosmetically and functioning, very clean. Print looks really good, has elite typeface, prints 12 characters per inch. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to flip this down for now and put the color back on black. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again, backspace on the top left. Very good. Tab on the right side. This has a key set tab. Got tab set on 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to clear them all by going to that and hitting the CL button right next to it. Fast action. So now we shouldn't have any tabs, so I'm going to test that. All clear, so now I'm going to set one right there in the middle, and I always like to set a tab in the middle somewhere, so that way when you hit the tab button it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. And you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to get past that and type all the way to the end. Open the hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right clockwise. If you want to switch that direction, there's a little lever above the backspace. You flip it up, it'll pull counterclockwise to the left. You flip it down, it pulls clockwise to the right. And it will have an automatic ribbon reverse when you get to the end of your ribbon. If there's an eyelet there, then a little metal piece will catch on this on either side and switch it back to that side indefinitely until the ribbon goes dry. Carriage release on both sides, super smooth, clean. And this one doesn't have a lock because the case is built, has a kind of a mechanism that holds it in there. Let's see if we can get a camera angle of that. If you could look on, see on the left side there, that hugs the knob on the left side, that hugs the knob on the right side. So it doesn't necessarily need a lock, but if you're shipping these, you need to shrink wrap it and tie the carriage releases. This is your line space retainer for your knob there. If you turn the knob while that's pulled out, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You push it in, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space, and the same concept with this lever on the inside here. Flip that down, it disables the spacing. Flip it up, you get the clicks. And on the inside of the left side of the platen is the page gauge. So you set it below the 11 right there as you load the page, and as you're feeding it through, it starts to warn you on the left side in red when you're getting close to the end of the page. Just 2 inches left, 1 inch, and that's the end. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.